Friday, April 3rd, 2026. I have to confirm to myself it is April 3rd. And welcome to Last Days, Dark Ways, Sunlight Rays. Y'all, I am taking us into the light. The light. This whole month, we are stepping away for just a little bit from the fray, the craziness, the chaos, the deception, the darkness of these crazy days that we're in. And we're going to get into light. This is the word that's on my spirit for this live stream for April. And as I've been sharing for April, other words that have come into my spirit are bloom, blossom, one accord. I feel like this is a little puzzle for us to solve. But light. Yes, I feel like it's very important for us to strengthen our soul with the goodness that is here for a little while, because we're going to need it. And perhaps maybe even it's a reminder to enjoy this calm before the storm. I feel like this is a big part of why we're doing this, is to really take some time to remember that right now is all we have and celebrate what we have while we can. Because the reality is that yes, things are crazy and they're not going to slow down, but we must gird ourselves with truth and love and light. So that's what this stream is going to be about for all of April. And of course, I welcome y'all to share anything that you'd like to share. I feel like I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be teaching or if I'm just going to kind of come on here and see where the Spirit leads us, lets us go. Because sometimes that's how it is. I just come on here and see how we flow. So it might be like this all month. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But how is your April so far? Everybody, how is April for you? What's new? What's going on? This is a month I've been sharing. This is the month of divine earth. That's another, I feel like that's another reason that we're kind of focusing on this is a time and space for it to like take a step back and just be and appreciate what we have wherever you are in the world, because I know we're all over the place, but wherever you are in the world, this is also an assignment I've been giving us, is take some time to just breathe in nature. How's it going? I don't know what that means, Jody. I've heard that before. I've seen that before, but you're going to have to let me know because I have no idea. You don't want to question. That's okay. You don't have to ask any questions or question anything. You can just be. Or you can just share whatever you guys want. But yes, light, earth, trees, birds. Actually, you know, I love birds anyway. And lately they've been really speaking to me. Every time I go outside, which is not enough. I'm still working on this. Because I literally wake up, I go to work, I come back, rest. That's it. But I do need to get outside more, and this is actually one of my assignments, is to get back into nature and remember the importance of grounding myself, especially for the season that I'm in with my physical recovery. Grounding, which by the way is actually a technique to help stress and anxiety, which I definitely need. But it is simply going into anywhere and taking your shoes off and feeling the earth and centering yourself and remembering the roots of where you come from. It's actually a very healing process. So, hi everybody. Welcome. Good to see all of you. Ken is cool. Can you do a video with me, please? You want to do a collaboration? What did you have in mind? And yes, I'm always up for collaborations if they are obviously respectful and you know, you can email me, shesrestored@gmail.com, and tell me a little bit more about it, and we can see where we can go from there. But how's everybody doing? Hi, Jody again. Hi, maybe. Hi, Janek. So, my name is Ruby. I'm a master healing arts life coach. I basically help people on the inner healing journey through the arts. I use music, movement, and art to help you process pain, trauma, or just help you deal with some of the issues that you're going through, whether they're current and temporary or deep and hard to access. And you can find all of my services on my website, shesrestored.com. And of course, I welcome all of you. April is actually wide open for me right now, so I would love for you all to book. And we can do some healing together. Am I American? I am. I am in Texas. How about you? Where are you from? Oh. Hi, Anthony. Well, I appreciate the confession. But thankfully, I think my my live stream is slightly moderated already. So if it was something inappropriate, it probably flagged you. But thanks for letting me know, because we don't want that actually. Because we have people of all ages that come to our channel, so we want to be polite and respectful. But what are we talking about? I am talking about light this month, and earth, and flowers, and birds, all kinds of stuff. Do I live in Texas? I do. Y'all, you guys are interviewing me, I see. It's okay. You're getting to know me, and that's wonderful. And I welcome you to the channel if you are new. Danish, so it doesn't work with time. Oh, I see. Well, we can still work with your time, actually. We just have to figure out when's a good time for both of us. If you are interested in a session, we can just set it up so that it works for both of us. So no worries. Yes, I live in Texas. And how old am I? Yes. Yeah, so don't let that discourage you. I do all my sessions virtually, or pretty much, unless, of course, I don't have a physical business as of yet, but I will. Because this is my calling, my purpose, and my assignment. And I've been building this for a little bit. So slowly but surely I'm getting there. So yeah. I am, how old am I? Shall I disclose this information? Just kidding. How about I let you guys guess? Because that's always fun. How old are y'all? And where are you from? Do share. I always want to know where everybody's from. Beautiful. That is wonderful. And what do y'all do, by the way? Also, I do have a day job. I also work at a hotel. And this has been a very interesting season for me. Um, it's been an interesting season for me. I have learned so much about a lot in this season of me working at this hotel. And I've seen a lot of awesome and a lot of crazy. Um, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for both my day job and my dream life that I've been working toward. So, Denmark, I like how you say I'm from the mark. Love it. That's so cool. I like that. What's your most hated word? What's my most hated word? That's funny. Let me think about this. Hmm. I don't know. I don't hate a lot of things. I think I hate evil. I'll say evil because we don't hang. We don't get along. I'm not working. Oh no. So you're in burnout. Then we need to talk. We need to talk. Burnout is a very, yeah, burnout is a very, I've been there. And in fact, I've been teetering to that space, but by the grace of God, He's sustained me because it's been a season for me. So I empathize with you and I encourage you to continue to honor your health and your nervous system because once we get to that space, it is very challenging to get back to homeostasis. And this has happened to me a couple of times in my life, a few times actually, if I were to think about it. But it is possible. You can recover. And remember, our bodies are very intelligent. They have memory and they know how they should function and operate. It's just a matter of us assisting that process. And there's so many layers to it because it's a matter of like, what is your default? What are the things you struggle with that actually, you know, maybe even subconsciously took you into this space? Or what are the environmental connections or even the relational connections? Because a lot of times it comes from the outside and it just sets us into overwhelm and we begin to shut down. Yes, absolutely. Well, yes, if you're interested, reach out to me, shesrestored@gmail.com, and we can just chat for a little bit. I do free consultations. Actually, I had somebody ask me earlier this week. The first session is free. We can just chat and you can kind of let me know where you're at and see if it's something for you. And if it is, then we can start doing sessions together at your leisure, of course. And that goes for everybody. Or if you're interested in doing some deep work, then that's why I have my bundles. So, yeah. All right, what else? I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss anybody else's because I was talking for a little bit before. Okay. Oh, so Ken is cool. Yeah, to circle back to, yeah, if you want to do a collab, just let me know what you want to do and we can go from there. So light. Light is therapy. And this is all light, natural light. The sun, obviously, this is really what I was thinking of when I said light. A supernatural force that is within us and around us. I'm feeling like we really need to seek and tap into this now to be ready for the days that we're in. And of course, y'all, those of you that have been rocking with me forever, I've been saying this forever. We need to be ready. We need to be ready. Well, dress rehearsal's over. It is center stage. So we must have everything that we can prepared. So what is that for you? What does that look like for you? Where are you at right now in life? Are there some things that maybe you're just needing a little extra light in your life? Are you in an environment where you can even facilitate that for yourself? This is also very important to remember. I'm starting to kind of reflect on some things that I've shared over the years. Discern your circle. This is very important in general, but especially now. The people that you connect yourself to, and I do mean this like on a daily basis, or at least on a regular basis, are very important. And it's more important for you to discern if your circle are truly for you. Because we're in a space where God is moving us into purpose, kingdom purpose on this earth. And it is important for me to have, even if it's one person that is truly for you, that supports you, that encourages you, that isn't afraid to be honest and sort of sharpen you to be better, to be your best self. This is not the time for, people that aren't true, fake relationships. And it doesn't matter what kind it is, whether they're friendships or personal relationships. We need to discern all of this right now. And I do feel, because of this elevation that a lot of us are going into, God is doing two things. He's kind of disconnecting us from some people, and He's also bringing other people into our life. This is what I call divine helpers. Some of these people that are coming into our life are people that are going to be with us moving forward, because they're destiny connections, they're divine connections. So please discern that, and don't. And by the way, I'm speaking from experience. Don't discount any way God does this. Especially if you're new in the spirit, or you're new to like discerning how God's leading or how God speaks to me. God can do anything. We can't put limits on Him. He's beyond us. How do I know if God is telling me to do something? I have to discern, number one, His voice, by spending time in prayer, by seeking Him, spending time in His Word, spending time cultivating my own spirit so that I don't have clutter that's distracting me or trying to deceive me. And just trust Him. Trust His process, trust His promptings, and trust His voice with all things and all people. Because honestly, that is the safest space for us to be, is on the path He has for you. I do have a lot of teachings, y'all, on my channel over the years about some of this stuff. So I feel like this is one of those a little about a lot, actually. This is what it's turning into. It's turning into a little bit about a lot video, which I have many of those as well, which you can find on my channel. And I title those a little about a lot because I just ramble about all kinds of stuff. But There's some nuggets in there. So I encourage you to watch if you feel led. But yeah, discern. Where does God have me? What are some things in my life that are weighing me down? Some of it's our own doing. This is important to remember. Like, sometimes I'm stuck or I'm paralyzed because I'm being stubborn or I'm being disobedient because I'm not ready to change or to grow. I have to discern this for myself. One of the things I always, when I'm seeking the Lord about something, and especially if it's something that I feel is coming against me, like an attack of some kind, I always ask 3 things. Is this coming from the enemy? Is this an attack from the outside? And that can be anything. It can be a mental sort of oppression. It can be an emotional weight, or it can be a physical illness or sickness that comes over me. And by the way, you guys, this has happened to me a lot, and I have to discern. Okay, is this an attack coming against me? Because if it is, then I know how to combat it. I know how to rebuke it and come against it, spiritually speaking. Or is this my own flesh, my own stubbornness, or whatever it is for you, my own selfishness or pride or whatever it is, because we all have that one sort of thorn in our side. I have to know that. And this is why I teach you to know yourself very well. Know what your weakness is or where your weaknesses are. God uses our weaknesses to strengthen us, to train us, to grow us. So knowing that about yourself and knowing, when I teach on anxiety, I teach this all the time. You need to know, what is my default when I get anxious? Do I go into depression or do I get angry and project? In the same way, I need to know, I struggle with this. So when I'm attacked in this area, is this me needing to surrender something over to God so I can continue to heal and grow? So, is it the enemy? Is it me? If it's me, then clearly this is where I do the inner work. And this is where I come in. I help you understand how to go through the process of healing and recovery. Because a lot of us, we're functioning and operating from default mode because I haven't unlearned how to live outside of my trauma response. Super important. And then lastly, is this the Lord trying to grow me and get me out of my comfort zone so I can reach the next level? A lot of times we do go through testing, but it is part of the sanctification process. It is part of spiritual growth. And again, it requires a couple of things. I have to be discerning of the Lord speaking to me, and I also have to be very well aware of my own self and my soul and everything that's going on with me. And I have to know what is mine to protect and guard and take care of. So yeah, just a little encouragement on that there. Discerning God's leading on what's going on with me. So yeah, any questions? You guys want to share anything? Oh, you guys, what happened to my chat? It went all the way back. Oh, what's leisure? Leisure, it just refers to, is it something that I said earlier? Is that what you're asking? Because I do say that sometimes. If I said it's at your leisure, it means whenever it works for you, whenever it's convenient. The opposite of love isn't hate, but indifference. The biggest form of gratitude is happiness. Oh, that's a beautiful statement. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Yes. I like how you put that. Yeah, I do feel the opposite of love is fear, actually. Spiritually speaking, God is love, and the enemy loves to attack us, no pun intended. The enemy comes at us with fear, the spirit of fear, and it is sort of the foundation of every woe and trial and tribulation that we go through. So, yes, if I can recognize fear in my life and begin to dismantle it and strengthen my love, which is obviously it's grounded and rooted in faith and hope and everything divine and beautiful, then I can begin to conquer anything in my life. Hi, Candriva. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. But yes. Okay, so y'all tell me a little bit about where you're at. Those of you that are still watching and you want to hop in the chat, tell me where you're at and tell me something beautiful in nature in your area. I want to know. I want to know. So while you're letting me know, I'm going to tell you I live in, well, I want to say hill country adjacent, but I'm pretty much in the hill country. I'm just about maybe 25 minutes away from some of the most beautiful hill country in Texas. I'm in central Texas. So there's just a lot of nature around where I am, and I'm very excited when we get our car fixed. I'm very excited about taking trips and camping and being outside. And one of my favorite things ever is actually taking road trips. Anybody else understand this? This glorious space? Road trips, music, snacks, and beautiful scenery. It's totally my jam. But yes, so that's where I live. The town that I live in actually has a very beautiful lake that's about 5 minutes from here, and I haven't been there in about a year because we haven't had a car in about a year. Actually, a little longer than that. So yeah, I'm getting excited about this and just taking road trips in general. So yeah. Nature. This is something that I'm encouraging all of us to really connect with. Whatever it is for you that speaks to you in nature, this is your little, what do I want to call it? It's your, I want to say lucky stone or lucky charm, even though I don't believe in luck, but yes, think of it this way. It's something you carry with you that brings you abundance and blessing. Whatever this is for you, focus on that this month because it's going to speak to you. It's going to bring you a lot of clarity and peace. So that's my encouragement. And this is my word. And obviously light. Getting some sunlight. And y'all, this is my assignment. Like I said, I don't get outside enough. And this is all about to change for me. Because the sun really is healing and therapeutic and brings us a lot of what we really need these days. And this is, by the way, this is a kind of an intro. I feel like this is going to expound as we go this month. This is like the outside of the onion. We're going to get deep into this. I feel like God's just going to keep layering more and more about this, because I've been seeing this connection for April. It is the month of divine earth. And there's something beautiful and glorious that is happening for us and to us and through us. Divine, natural meets the supernatural this month. And I don't know what that looks like for you, but I'm excited to hear about it. By the end of this month, we're going to have testimonies. So with that said, if there's anything you guys want to share before I say goodnight, please do. Otherwise, I will be back here Monday for our Mind Heart Mondays, unless of course I come on sooner. But I'm off this weekend. I'm so happy. Can we just take a minute to just praise the Lord? You guys, this is the second weekend that I'm off for in a long, I don't even know in the last weekend. I don't. It's been so long. And kind of a little backstory. So my day job, I had a really beautiful, perfect schedule before I had my health crisis and lots of change. And I had weekends off. And it was perfect because I had sort of a set schedule and I had a routine, which is very important for me. As much as I love improv and organic flow about everything, there's something about my schedule and my sleep that has to be for me to function well, consistent, and it has not been. So this has actually contributed to some of my everything everything that I could complain about has everything to do with that. So I'm very excited. I'm off this weekend. I'm gonna have my sugary cereal and watch cartoons tomorrow. I'm going to play some music on my Instagram. I already decided this. It's been a while since I've done that too. For those of you following me over there, y'all, I'm DJing this weekend, so tune in. And then Sunday is going to be my my Sabbath. I'm going to do nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm going to rest. What about y'all? What are y'all doing with it this weekend? Oh, and I forgot, it's actually Easter, so happy Easter to everyone. Those of you that are celebrating and rejoicing. It's a... Hi! Oh, I just saw you. How are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. That's so cool. So what were y'all doing? Easter? Yes. Easter is exciting. Are you going to go look for eggs or hide them or crack them? You were playing ball? That's fun. By the way, do you guys celebrate, we call them, where I'm from, I'm actually from South Texas, we call them cascarones. You are? Super cool. So we have a tradition, and really, if I were to get into my childhood tradition, I don't even know when we start preparing for Easter, you guys, but I remember growing up and my mom having cartons of eggshells. I have to ask her, I'm so curious about this myself right now. Cartons of eggshells with the hole on the top emptied out, washed, stacked up. And then, of course, Easter weekend is when we get the the food coloring and all the whatever designs we want to put on our eggs and confetti. And then, of course, we get the tissue paper, colored tissue paper, and glue. Anybody know what I'm talking about, or does this sound completely mad to you? Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, and our Easter is all about cascarones and confetti all over the place and surprising people with confettied eggs all over their head. By the way, I'm one of those, like, I don't like, I don't know. I have so many memories, y'all, so just bear with me for a second. But yes, that is what I think of when I think of Easter. And obviously, Easter egg hunts and finding little goodies in those. But I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, a relaxing weekend. And I am here if y'all need anything, truly, truly. I mean this. I am here if you need anything. If you need to talk, if you want to do any sessions, if you want to collaborate, if you want to do anything artistic, I'm all about it. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you got to say hello. And I wish y'all wonderful rest of the weekend. And I love y'all so much. And I'll talk soon.